Hi, this is Dr. Victoria Nalule. I'm the CEO of Nalule Energy and Minerals Consultancy. In brief, it's called NEM Energy. NEM Energy is a consulting firm. We deal in oil, gas, the energy transition, climate change, renewable energy, critical minerals. We do tailored research, executive training, and all aspects concerning energy and mining. So keep involving us. In this video, I want to respond to the question, what does the streetlight effect mean in the energy sector? So the streetlight effect means that sometimes it's called the drunkard's surge. There was a drunkard, and this drunkard had lost his keys in the parking lot. So when he was looking for the keys, he spent most of the time looking at a place, like searching for the keys in a place where there was light, the place which had street light. So people kept asking him, you've been looking for your keys under the street lights, but you can't find the keys. Why can't you search in other places? Why do you waste all your time looking for these keys in the street light? Yet it has been like several hours, and it's proven that the keys are not under the street light. Why don't you look in other places? Then he's like, no, I don't want to look in other places because there's no light. The other places are dark. But I'm looking for my keys, and I need to find my keys under the street lights. So someone else helped him, and they were able to find the keys, but the keys weren't under the street light. The keys were under those darker places that this drunkard had ignored, or he didn't want to look in those dark places, but that's exactly where the keys were. So what is the streetlight effect in the energy sector? In the energy sector, the only thing in the limelight right now is energy transition, it's energy justice, it's climate change. So we are seeing many drunkards in the energy sector failing to find problems or solutions to the problems that need to be addressed. We are leaving lots of things in the dark because they are not in the street light. What are some of the things we are living in the dark? The issue of energy access that I already talked about, it's persisting in different countries. Obviously, some people will talk about it when we're talking about all these concepts of energy transition, energy justice, and so on and so forth. But we're ignoring the practicability of addressing energy poverty. We are leaving it in the dark because it's not in the limelight. And what's the practicability? Because I know people will be like, oh, when we are writing, we say 600 million people lack access to electricity in sub-Saharan Africa, 1.3 billion people don't have access to electricity. We're acknowledging the problem. There's acknowledging the problem, but there's also acknowledging the practicability of addressing that challenge. So the practicability or realities of addressing these challenges are still in the dark. We're not looking at them. The progressive nature of energy use, it's also in the dark because we want to be under the limelight. When you're under the limelight, you'll get funding for your projects, you'll get funding for this, you'll be called to talk about these issues. But the reality is we are ignoring the fact that as we're embracing the energy transition, we need to decarbonize the entire sectors, all the sectors of the economy. And that is not possible for many countries. That's not possible for many countries. So we are leaving out the actual challenges that need to be addressed. For instance, lack of infrastructure in developing countries, energy infrastructure, lack of refineries. We don't need to export all our raw minerals. The other thing, the fact that the extractive industries, specifically fossil fuels, is powering the manufacturing of critical minerals, which are essential for the energy transition. We are leaving all these things in the dark, and we want one thing alone: energy transition, climate change, climate justice. We are drunkards in the 21st century. And this has proved in recent years, because of our nature of drunkardness, now countries that had initially cut funding for fossil fuels, they are the ones supporting fossil fuels. Because now maybe we're getting sober, we are realizing that, you know what, we cannot have a wholesome energy transition. We need to take into consideration the progressive nature of energy use, and also we need to leave the street lights alone, go to the dark places, find the real problems, think about the people who are dying in hospitals because of lack of access to electricity, acknowledge the fact that most countries, developing countries, still have to go through industrialization, and find ways of utilizing all the energy resources we have in a sustainable and environmentally friendly manner. Stop being drunkards. Let's sober up, leave the street light, go to the dark places, and find solutions to fuel stacking. Those are the real problems. Thank you very much.